So guys, in the last video we talked about like how we are gonna make our decision tree, and we talked like we are gonna use entropy and information gain instead of Kinney index, although I am also gonna tell you how you can use Kinney index at the end of the tutorial. So let's suppose we are gonna use Kinney entropy for now. So the first thing that we need to understand is what is entropy. Okay, so this is the first thing that we need to understand here, that what is entropy. So the formula for entropy is summation 1 to n probability then log of probability, and entropy is nothing but it is randomness. Okay, so how we are going to calculate the randomness here. Okay, so let's take this example. This is our output, whether we are going to play or not. Okay, so what it has three classes. It has two classes basically. The first class is no, and the second class is yes. Okay, so we have total of 14 what do we say, we have total of 14 examples. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14. Okay, so we have 14 examples and we have 1 2 3 4 5 no. So our formula is going to work like this. Let's suppose it is going to be work like this: 5 divided by 14, that is going to be the probability of no, then log 5 by 14. Okay, then it is going to add because of the summation, then it is going to be 9 by 14 log 9 by 14. So it is going to compute some answer here, and that is going to be our entropy. So now you must wonder like how entropy is related to randomness. So let me give you another example for that. Okay, so let's suppose we have a bag in which we have some yellow balls. Let's suppose we have 4 yellow balls, and let's suppose we have 4 pink balls. Okay, so if we are to find the solution for this, or not the solution but the entropy for this, so what it is going to do, it is going to be like 4 divided by 8 log 4 divided by 8 plus 4 divided by 8 log 4 divided by 8. Okay, so this is going to be our entropy, and by what is the answer of this is going to, the answer of this is going to be 1. So what is the randomness? Basically, as I said, that it is the randomness. Entropy is nothing but the randomness. So it is, the randomness is great because the randomness can be between 0 and 1. So now as you can see here, like we have 4 yellow balls and 4 pink balls. So it is the it has the most randomness because there is 50% of 50% chance of getting or pick up a yellow ball, or there is a 50% of picking up a pink ball. So this is how the randomness plays out. Now let's suppose in this box there are nothing but only yellow balls. So how it is going to play out? It is going to be like 1 log 1, and this 1 log 1 is going to be result in 0. So this is our what do we say, entropy. And for let me just write down the entropy formula again. Pi log Pi. So this is the probability, and the probability here is going to be 1 1. So the log will be this, and as we have only one class, so our n is also going to be 1, and if you will compute the answer, it is going to be 0. Now you will see that our output is this is our entropy, and as I said earlier that entropy is randomness. So randomness is very low, because there is nothing random here. It is confirmed that if you will pick a ball, it is every time it is going to be a yellow ball. So there is nothing random here. So if you will plot a graph between randomness and the probability, so let's suppose this is probability and this is hs. This is how we will represent our entropy. So our graph will go like this. So when the probability is 0.5, or you can say 1 by 2, this is 1 by 2 basically, 4 by 8 is 1 by 2. Okay, so when the probability is 0.5, so the randomness is going to be high, that is 1. So as you can see here, when the probability was 0.5, the randomness was 1, and when the probability is 1, which is going to be here, so the randomness is going to be 0. So this is how you can find out the what do we say, entropy of the system. Okay, so the next thing is how we are gonna decide, like, okay, let's suppose we are going to make a root node. So how are we going to decide that we want to split our tree on the basis of which feature? Let's, because we have outlook feature here, we have temperature feature here, we have humidity feature here, and we have windy feature here. So we can have any of them here, and on the basis of that we are going to split our tree. Okay, so for that we are gonna use information gain. Okay, let's suppose what I'm going to do is, as we have already calculated the entropy for this, the entropy for this is going to be somewhere 0.9. Okay, so the entropy is going to be somewhere 0.9, and you can also calculate that again using the formula, which was the formula is summation pi log pi. So this is the formula, and you can calculate the entropy here. Okay, so now what we are going to do, we are going to check information gain on the basis of everything like this. We are going to check information gain on the basis of wind. We are going to check the information gain on the basis of humidity. We are going to check the information gain on the basis of temperature, and similarly we are going to check the information gain on the basis of outlook. And whomever information gain is going to be the highest, we are going to choose that feature. Okay, so how we are going to find the HS. So how are we going to find our information gain? So for that we have a formula. The formula is, let's say, the formula for information gain, IG. That's S and A. I will explain you what S and A is. So it is going to be H of S, and we are gonna do minus summation of H of S SB divided by S. Let me just write it clearly. It is going to be a lot much better. Okay, so the formula is going to be like this, HS minus summation S of B divided by S and H of S multiplied with, this is going to be our information gain. So information gain, this is basically nothing but the previous entropy that we have, and this is going to be new entropy that we have. Okay, so this is the formula that we are going to use. Now let's suppose we are first calculating the information gain on the basis of the wind factor. Okay, so what we are gonna do here, we are gonna first select, because as we have only two values in the windy part, so it is going to split on the basis of 2. It is going to split on the basis of true, and it is going to split on the basis of the false. Okay, so as we have true here, so the true is let's say true is no 1 2 3 4 5 6. So we have 6 samples here. Okay, we have 6 samples here. Let's suppose 6 here, and total samples were 18, so were 14, so our remaining samples will be here. Okay, so what we are gonna do, as we calculated the as we calculated what do we say, yeah, so as we calculated our entropy for this part, and that entropy is going to be around 0.9. You can always calculate that with the formula. Okay, so what we are gonna do is we are also going to calculate the entropy for this and for this. Okay, so for this, what is going to be the entropy? So for this, what is going to be the entropy? Let's suppose we are considering them as true. So the entropy is going to be no, no, no. So okay, so we have 50% here because we have because we are considering true here. So what we are going to consider only these values. Okay, so in this we have 3 no's and 3 yes. So the entropy is going to be, because the randomness, because the probability is going to be 0.5, so the entropy is going to be 1 for this case. I hope that you are understanding like how we are getting. Let me just explain it with one more time with the help of the formula. So the this is going to be like this: 3 by 6 log 3 by 6, and we are gonna use plus 3 by 6 log 3 by 6. We have used this formula here. And why we are using this formula? Because we are calculating the what do we say, we are calculating our entropy here, and this 3 is because we are getting the probability of the no, and this 3 here is because we are getting the probability of the right, and if you will calculate it, the answer will be 1. Okay, similarly what we are going to do, we are going to also calculate the probability if the wind is false. So we have this, we have this, we have this, and we have this. And in this, what we have is, we have 2 no and everything is yes. So the probability is going to be 2 by 8 log 2 by 8 plus 6 by 8 log 6 by 8. So this is going to be probabilities, this is going to be the entropy for this part. Let's suppose the entropy here is 0 point, here is 1, and let's suppose the entropy here is 0.8, let's suppose. So what we are going to do is, now we are going to apply our formula. What formula? We are going to apply this information gain formula to find out this result. Okay, so our old entropy, this is old entropy. So our old entropy is 0.9 minus, and this is our new entropy, and we are using summation, so we are gonna go through all the entropies now. And what is this? This is nothing but this is the ratio that we are splitting the data, because we want to scale our data good. So what we are going to do is, as we are using negative here, so in this what we can do is, as we have 6, so we are going to multiply it by 6 by 14, and the entropy is going to be 1. Okay, then plus we have here 8 by 14, so 8 by 14. So this part is this 8 by 14, because we have 8 examples here and 6 examples here. And in this case, our entropy was, our new entropy is 0.8. So this is how we are going to get our information gain out of that. Okay, so this is how you are going to get our information gain. And now you for this to completely understand, you have to calculate them by yourself, so that you will have a better idea. And let me just write down the output for all of them. So our output is HS again is entropy minus sigma of SV divided by S multiplied by HS, our information gain. Okay, so if you are going to find the information gain on the S set, basically on the data that we have with the help of field, so that is going to be 0.048, and you can calculate that to confirm it. Okay, so now the information gain, if you are going to find with the respect to outlook is going to be 0.247. Again, if you are going to find the information gain with the humidity, then it is going to be 0.15, and if you are going to find it with the temperature factor, then it is going to be 0.029. So how we are going to decide, like on what basis we want to split our data? So the maximum the information gain is, the minimum the randomness is going to be. So we want the reduction of entropy, and as I said you that entropy is nothing but randomness. So we want the reduction to information to entropy, and information gain is the reduction to entropy. So what we are gonna do is we are going to select the feature that has the maximum information gain, and in this case we have outlook which has the maximum information gain. So we are going to select our outlook as a splitter, or we are going to split our data on the basis of the outlook. So what we are going to do is we will use outlook as this. Now it is going to split three ways, because we have three different kind of features in outlook. And the first is going to be rain, the second is going to be let me see what it is, rain, overcast and sunny. So the second feature is going to be overcast, and the third is sunny. Now as we are going to have this, so what are we going to do is we are going to now select this node as the main node, and then repeat the same process that we did here, and then we are going to split it again. But now this time we are not going to consider outlook as a factor, because we have already split on that. So similarly we are going to do this here, and similarly we are going to do this here. So this was the maths behind decision trees, and believe me guys, it is not difficult. The thing is that you have to understand the formulas, and if you will just write the formula and try finding out the values that you are going to get the output. So with that you are going to explain it, you are going to understand it very much better. So this was it, and in the next video I am going to write the code for the, what do we say, for the decision trees from scratch, and I'll see you next time.